Okay, good afternoon. Today we start the another topic of crystal field theory is tetragonal distortion in octahedral complexes, and the distortion called as John Taylor distortion, which is on the name of the scientist who identify there is a distortion in geometries. So what is a distortion? So we already know there is a hybridization has a particular geometry. So particular geometry means there is a sp3 hybridization has tetrahedral geometry. sp3d2 hybridization has octahedral geometry. So the geometries which are regular and distorted, there are two kinds of geometry. Some geometries are regular and some are irregular geometries. That means suppose the number of bonds present in a particular geometry has equal bond length, that time we call it is a regular geometry. But due to some reasons, suppose it is possible some bonds are change their length as compared to other bonds within a molecule, within a geometry called as distortion in geometry. So here in that today's point, it is a tetragonal distortion in octahedral complexes. So basically there is a octahedral complexes is, this is the octahedral complex. Okay, so here there are four corners in a plane. One is above the plane and another one is the below the plane. That means here if we consider it is a regular geometry, that means all the bonds means here how many bonds? 6 bonds. These fours in a plane, one above and one below, all bonds are equally, means their bond length from the central metal ion is equivalent. So it is a regular octahedral geometry. So in some cases there is a distortion is observed. So why distortion is observed? There are some reasons. We are going to first to understand which is the reason is responsible for the distortion in geometry. Okay, you familiar with all the systems, means from D1 to D10 in a strong and weak field conditions, weak crystal field conditions, we arrange the electrons in a T2G orbital and EG orbital, in a T2G orbital and EG orbital. So you well know about the electronic configuration from D1 to D10 for strong as well as weak. If you see there in a table, there are some electronic configurations are symmetrical and some electronic configurations are unsymmetrical. Symmetrical and unsymmetrical means what? Symmetrical means if both the atomic orbital sets EG and T2G, so we have T2G set, we have EG set, okay, and we distribute electron in it once the d orbital is split. After splitting, there are in many cases it is possible the T2G and EG has unsymmetrical distribution. Unsymmetrical distribution means what? If the orbitals has empty or orbital is half filled or orbitals are completely filled are symmetrical condition. That time we say it is a symmetrical conditions. So which type of, in which condition there is a symmetrical condition? If it is a empty, if it is a half filled, or if the orbitals set means T2G or EG has completely filled. So for that there is a, we first try to understand what is a symmetrical electronic configuration and unsymmetrical electronic configuration. Okay, so in a molecular, in non-linear molecule, so non-linear means it is a linear molecule, suppose A and B, so it is a linear molecule. So non-linear molecule means tetrahedral, square planar, then trigonal bipyramidal, octahedral, all are non-linear molecule. So in non-linear molecules, if molecular system has degenerate electronic state, has degenerate electronic state, and if degenerate electronic state will be the unstable. What is the meaning of it? If non-linear molecule having degenerate electronic state means having the same energy, and but there is an instability due to unsymmetry. So unsymmetrical rearrangement of electron is exists. So that time the degenerate state has instability. So the molecule, the geometry try or itself undergoes distortion to reduce the distortion, reduce the degeneracy, then to make energy means attain the lower energy, as well as to lower the symmetry. Means if before that, if any degenerate orbital is there, suppose we split here into two sets, okay, T2G and EG. So we distribute the electrons in T2G as well as in EG. So before that there is a 5 degenerate orbitals, okay. Here 3 degenerate orbitals, here 2 degenerate orbitals, because these 3 having same energy, these 2 having same energy. Before splitting, all 5 orbitals having the same energy. So in first stage, there is a splitting happen due to interactions of metal electrons and ligand electrons to each other. Okay, so once we distribute the electrons in a strong crystal field condition and weak crystal field condition, it is also possible there is an unsymmetrical distribution of electrons here and here. So if there is an unsymmetrical distribution is here or unsymmetrical distribution here, so this also cause the instability of the degeneracy. So to avoid this degeneracy, instability, this set or this set undergoes further distortion, means undergoes distortion. Why? Due to unsymmetrical rearrangement of electron in it. So these orbitals further split in a such way that to avoid the maximum repulsion, to lower the symmetry, to lower the energy. So this degeneracy of T2G and degeneracy of EG again destroy it, further split again there is a observe further splitting, and the electrons again redistribute in a second splitting. So that time we conclude in which how the electrons are redistribute, that time we say how distortion is happen, we are going to discuss in today's topic. Okay, so first of all try to understand what is the meaning of symmetrical and unsymmetrical distribution. Okay, so first of all we discuss some system in symmetrical condition. So first is symmetrical condition. Okay, so what is the meaning of symmetrical condition? Suppose you consider D0 system, there is no electron, means here T2G, here is the EG. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, all are empty, means here half empty means it is a symmetrical rearrangement. Suppose we consider here D3 system. So here 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So one electron is here, one electron is here, one electron is here. So here is a strong field or weak field, whatever. There is not effect on the distribution. So what happened? T2G is half filled because the capacity of T2G is 6 electron due to 3 orbitals. So here 3 electron, that means it is a half filled. EG has 4 electron capacity. So here there is no electrons, means it is a empty. So here is the empty, here is a half filled. So again it is symmetrical, Suppose you consider D5 system, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3. So if there is a strong, you distribute here. If there is a weak, you next distribute here. So in a weak condition, here is a half filled, here is a half filled. Again it is a symmetrical condition. Suppose you consider D6 system. So that means it is a strong field condition. Here is the strong field condition. So here completely filled, and EG has empty. AG has empty. So if there is a symmetrical arrangement of ligand, that time we observe there is a no distortion in geometry. So geometry means there is a distortion is happen due to unequal distribution of electron, due to unsymmetrical arrangement of the electrons in a T2G and EG. So this is the example of symmetrical distribution. But suppose you consider D4 system. If you consider D4 system, that means in D4 system, here is a T2G and here is a EG. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And suppose you consider weak field condition. So 1, 2, 3 and 4th. So here it is the half field. Here is the half field. But here is there is no empty, no half field, no complete field. So here only one electron is present. That time we say EG is unsymmetrical distribution. EG has unsymmetrical distribution. Then you consider D7 system. So in a D7 system, suppose you consider strong field condition. So we distribute 6 electrons here and 1 electron is here. So here it is a completely filled. It is a completely filled, but there is a 1 electron, means either if it is 0 then symmetrical, if has 2 electrons again symmetrical, if has 4 electron again symmetrical. But if has 1 electron, suppose EG has 3 electrons, so conditions are unsymmetrical. So only unsymmetrical distribution shows the John-Taylor distortion. Only unsymmetrical condition shows the John-Taylor distortion or tetragonal distortion. Symmetrical distribution remains same. Suppose you consider D9, strong or weak field. D9 there is so we distribute electron this way. So here T2G is completely filled. T2G is completely filled, but there is no half field, no empty or no full field. That means here is unsymmetry. So if one of the set has unsymmetrical distribution of electrons, the set further undergoes splitting, and that time there is a distortion is observed. There is a distortion is observed. We are going to discuss in detail. So up to this we just mentioned, consider what? There is a symmetrical and here is the unsymmetrical distribution. Symmetrical and unsymmetrical distribution. So in symmetrical distribution there is no distortion. But in unsymmetrical distribution of electrons, unsymmetrically electronic configuration, that time we observe the distortion in geometry. We will discuss in detail in later part of the topic. But till you just try to understand what is a symmetrical distribution and what is an unsymmetrical distribution. Then we are going to discuss what is the effect of unsymmetrical distribution on the geometry. Okay. So before that, you well know about the octahedral geometry. And in octahedral geometry, all the ligands are placed on the x, y and z axis. Okay, all the ligands which are placed or their direction which comes on the x, y and z axis. That means ligands are mostly interacted with which orbital? The orbital which are along the axis. And here we have the two sets of orbitals, T2G and EG. T2G and EG. So T2G, there is a orientation of lobe orbitals are between the axis, and in EG, for the EG set, means dx square, y square and dz square, their orientation is along the axis. Means if one of the orbital has unsymmetrical condition, one of the orbital having unsymmetrical condition, which orbital mostly influenced by this unsymmetrically nature with the ligands? So T2G, suppose T2G has unsymmetrical distribution. If we just see some examples, but there is a number of examples, T2G also has unsymmetrical distribution. Means for example D1, for example D2, D4, D5, all in that condition, T2G has unsymmetrical distribution. Suppose you consider D1, here 1 electron. If you consider D2, here are 2 electrons. If you consider D4, so 1, 2, 3 in strong field condition, there is a 4 electrons. If you consider D5 in a strong field condition, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, again unsymmetrical conditions. So there is a number of unsymmetrical system, but it is clear that if T2G has unsymmetry and EG has unsymmetry, both shows different effect on the distortion. What is the reason? The reason is, आतापर्यंत बघा की अनसिमेट्री अँड सिमेट्री कळली. तुम्ही सगळ्या ऑर्बिटलचं इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कन्फिगरेशन तुमच्याकडे असेल तर तुम्ही बघा की काही कंडिशन्समध्ये स्ट्रॉंग असेल किंवा वीक असेल. T2G मध्ये अनसिमेट्री आहे. अनसिमेट्री म्हणजे काय की जिथं ऑर्बिटल हाफ फिल नाहीये किंवा एम्प्टी नाहीये किंवा फुल फिल नाहीये, म्हणजे T2G कन्सिडर करायचं असेल तर 0 इलेक्ट्रॉन असेल, 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स असतील आणि 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन असेल तर ती सिमेट्रिकल आहे. EG कन्सिडर केली तर 0 असेल, 2 असेल, 4 असेल तर ती सिमेट्रिकल आहे. पण अदर दॅन दिस all are unsymmetrical conditions. All are unsymmetrical conditions. So up to this we know there are two sets. Maybe T2G has unsymmetrical condition or maybe EG has unsymmetrical condition. In which case there is a more distortion is observed. We are going to discuss here. Suppose so octahedral geometry. So X, Y, Z. Okay, here is a metal. These are the ligands. Okay. So we have the two sets, T2G and EG. T2G means DXY, DYZ, DXZ, and here DX square, Y square, and DZ square. Suppose in T2G there is a unsymmetry. In T2G there is a unsymmetry, means D1 system, D2 system, D4 system, D5 in a strong field condition. If that system having the unsymmetry in a T2G set, so what happen? There is a unsymmetrical nature, means ligands are unequally interact with the T2G orbitals, means DXY, DYZ, DXZ. But the factor is these three orbitals are here, means between the axis. Between the axis means their interactions with ligand is very minimum. So their unsymmetry is not mostly effect on the distortion, because of ligands are not approaches on that, or not approaches with the T2G orbital, because ligands are approaches on which axis? Dx, Y and Z axis. So mostly ligands are influenced with which orbital? EG orbital, means dx square, y square and dz square. म्हणजे T2G मध्ये अनसिमेट्री असेल पण लिगॅंडचं इंटरॅक्शन त्यांच्यामध्ये होत नाही, कारण की त्या जे T2G असतील ते कशामध्ये असतात? बिटवीन द ॲक्सिस असतात. त्यांच्या अनसिमेट्रीचा इफेक्ट होणार नाही. पण जर तीच अनसिमेट्री कोणामध्ये असेल? EG मध्ये असेल, कारण की EG मध्ये अनसिमेट्री असेल तर these two orbitals are unequally distribution of electrons. म्हणजे ह्या दोन ऑर्बिटल्स मध्ये अनइक्वल नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स असतील. जर अनइक्वल नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स असतील आणि जे लिगॅंड्स असतील ते पॉइंटिंग ऑन दिस टू ॲक्सिस, टू ऑर्बिटल्स, सो ज्याच्यामध्ये जास्त इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत आणि एकामध्ये कमी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत, ज्याच्यामध्ये जास्त इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत त्याचं इंटरॅक्शन विथ लिगॅंड किंवा ज्याच्यामध्ये कमी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत त्याचं इंटरॅक्शन्स विथ लिगॅंड हे डिफरंट असणार आहे. आणि त्या इंटरॅक्शन्स, डिफरंट इंटरॅक्शन्समुळेच डिस्टॉर्शन होतं. सो मोस्टली डिस्टॉर्शन कॉज ड्यू टू unsymmetry present in EG orbital, because of dx square, y square and dz square are oriented along the axis. They are pointing in the direction of ligand. So if this orbital has unsymmetrical electrons, means different number of electrons, so they interact with ligand in a different way, in a different potentially. So that's why these orbitals are not a degenerate. They lost their degeneracy and further split into two different sets, two different energy levels. And where are the electrons are present, that will decide which has lower energy and which has higher energy. It depending on where are the more number of electrons. where are the more number of electrons. So for that we are going to discuss with one simple example. Here is a, we consider Cu2 plus, Cu2 plus. So copper has electronic configuration D9, sorry, okay, D10S1. So there is a D9 system for copper second. Which system? D9 system of copper second. Okay. So when we split this into two states, into T2G and into EG, so these 9 electrons, here how many electrons? 9 electrons, okay. इथं 9 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत. आता स्ट्रॉंग फील्ड असेल किंवा वीक फील्ड कंडिशन असेल, आपण त्याला फर्दर स्प्लिट करा. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. Okay, so we get the T2G 6, EG 3 is the electronic configuration. इथपर्यंत तुम्हाला माहिती आहे. आता बघा इथं काय कंडिशन आहे, T2G is a symmetrical condition, means there is no effect of T2G electrons on the distortion, because there is no distortion, because here is a symmetrical condition due to T2G. But look at here, in EG there are two orbitals, one orbital having 2 electrons, another orbital having 1 electrons, but which having 2 electrons and which having 1 electron we cannot be predict. So we here do the two possibilities, which are, so this EG having 3 electrons, there are two possibilities, which are, so first case, so case first is EG has two orbitals, dx square y square and dz square. Suppose you consider, you assume if dx square y square and dz square having 2 electrons, so dz square having 1 electron. It is the first electronic configuration possible. Second possibility is, case second is dx square y square having 1 electron and dz square having 2 electrons. So both having different electronic configuration. Both having different electronic configuration. We observe, we see, we found the two cases. Either this type of electronic configuration present here, or another this type of electronic configuration is present here, because this is dx square y square or it is dz square, we cannot be predict theoretically. So here we assume that there are two possibilities, dx square y square and dz square 1, or another is dx square y square having 1 electrons and dz square having 2 electrons. So if there is a first case is possible present, then what happen, and if second case is possible, then what happen. So we are going to discuss the first case is here. So suppose you consider case first. So case first means what? It is dx square y square having 2 electrons and dz square having 1 electrons. Okay, so what happen if we consider this one? So here this having more number of electrons, this having less number of electrons, this having more number of electrons, this having less number of electrons, means this is oriented on x and y axis, this is oriented on z axis, and you know there are 6 electrons, means 6 ligands which are oriented here. Suppose you consider this type. Okay, so before this all ligands and all bonds having same bond length, but what happened here, dx square y square having 2 electrons, dz square having 1 electron. So how it possible both orbital responses with ligand equally? It is impossible, because one of the orbital having more number of electrons and another orbital having less number of electrons. In that conditions, so the orbital which having the less number of electron, move inward. Why? बघा इथं जास्त इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत, जेवढे जास्त इलेक्ट्रॉन्स असतील एक्स स्क्वेअर आणि वाय स्क्वेअर म्हणजे एक्स ॲक्सिसवरती आणि वाय ॲक्सिसवरती इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हे जास्त आहेत. जर एक्स ॲक्सिस आणि वाय ॲक्सिसवरती इलेक्ट्रॉन जास्त असतील, जे येणारे लिगँड्स आहेत त्यांचं मॅक्झिमम रिपल्शन होईल. काय होईल? मॅक्झिमम रिपल्शन होईल. कोणाबरोबर? एक्स स्क्वेअर आणि वाय स्क्वेअर ऑर्बिटल बरोबर. मग एक्स स्क्वेअर वाय स्क्वेअर ऑर्बिटल बरोबर इंटरॅक्शन जास्त होईल, मॅक्झिमम रिपल्शन होईल, कारण तिथं नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हे जास्त आहे. तर अशा केसमध्ये काय होईल की ते जे लिगँड्स आहेत एक्स आणि वाय ॲक्सिसवरती ते इंटरॅक्शन जास्त, रिपल्शन जास्त, कारण इकडं पण जास्त इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत, त्याच्यामुळे ते अवॉइड करण्यासाठी काय होतील? एकमेकांपासून लांब जातील. So the bond which are on the x and y axis goes elongated to avoid the repulsion. And on the z axis, the less number of electrons means there is a less repulsion between the z orbital, dz square orbital and ligand. So if there is a less repulsion, that means the ligand which are more close as compared to x square y square with metal ion. परत बघा की इथं दोन कन्फिगरेशन्स आहेत, दोन डिफरंट डिस्ट्रीब्युशन्स आहेत. इथे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कमी आहेत, इथे इलेक्ट्रॉन जास्त आहेत. जिथं इलेक्ट्रॉन जास्त त्या ऑर्बिटलचं मॅक्झिमम रिपल्शन होईल लिगॅन्ड बरोबर. आता T2Z का कन्सिडर केली नाही? कारण की तिचं जे ओरिएंटेशन हे बिटवीन द ॲक्सिस आहे, लिगॅन्ड हे ॲक्सिसवरती येणार आहे ऑक्टॅहेड्रल जॉमेट्रीमध्ये. पण तुम्ही जर टेट्राहायड्रल जॉमेट्री कन्सिडर केली तर कंडिशन्स डिफरंट असतील. ओके, कारण की तिथं जे लिगॅन्ड्स येतात ते बिटवीन द ॲक्सिस येतात. त्यावेळेस T2Gला इम्पॉर्टन्स असेल, EGला नाही. पण इथं EGला इम्पॉर्टन्स आहे कारण की EGचं ओरिएंटेशन आहे अलॉंग द ॲक्सिस, लिगॅन्ड्स सुद्धा अलॉंग द ॲक्सिस आहेत. म्हणून EGचे जे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स डिस्ट्रीब्युशन आहे त्याचा इफेक्ट लिगॅन्डवरती होणार, कारण की त्यांचं जास्त कॉन्टॅक्ट लिगॅन्ड बरोबर होणार आहे. ओके, हे तुम्हाला समजलं असेल. सो इथं काय होणार? मग याचं लेस रिपल्शन होणार as compared to this one with the ligand. So more repulsion, that means x square y square orbital and ligands are more away from the metal. म्हणजे काय होईल बघा, हा लिगॅन्ड आहे, इथं तुमची ऑर्बिटल आहे एक्स आणि वाय. ओके, इथं रिपल्शन होते, म्हणजे हा लिगॅन्ड काय जाईल? थोडासा मागं सरकेल, कारण की रिपल्शन अवॉइड करण्यासाठी. हे जर मागे गेले तर हा खाली येणार, हे इनसाइड येणार, कारण की तिथं लेस नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आहेत. सो व्हॉट हॅपन? These two bonds are increase their length, while these two are shorter their length. मग आता सांगा, ही रेग्युलर आहे का? नाही, कारण की रेग्युलर मध्ये all 6 bonds are identical, equivalent, but here what happened? Only 4 bonds are equivalent, these 4 bonds are equivalent and these two are equivalent. So there is a distortion. यालाच डिस्टॉर्शन म्हणतात. की जी रेग्युलर होती आता इरेग्युलर जॉमेट्री झाली, म्हणजे ही बॉन्ड लेंथ 2 bonds have. So here what happened? 2 shorter bond and 4 longer bond. In which case? In that case. But we have the another case second. In what happened in case second? So if consider case second. So here what? D x square y square having 1 electron and d z square having 2 electrons. आता बघा, रेग्युलर जर जॉमेट्री आपण काढली, ओके, आपण रेग्युलर जॉमेट्री काढली इथं. आता बघा, मॅक्झिमम इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कुठे आहेत? dz स्क्वेअर मध्ये. इफ देर इज अ मोर इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हिअर, सो दॅट मीन्स dz स्क्वेअर more repel with the ligands as compared to x square y square. Due to this result, there is bonds are move away from the central metal ion. So these bonds are move away to avoid the repulsion. So that's why these 4 bonds comes inside and these 2 bonds are goes outside, because of on the z axis there is a maximum number of electrons are present. So maximum repulsion happen on z axis. So z axis goes repulsion. To avoid this repulsion, the bonds are elongated. That means these 4 bonds are shorter, these 2 bonds are longer. There is again irregular bond length between the 6 bonds. That means here 2 bonds are longer, 2 bonds longer, okay, 2 longer bonds and 4 shorter bonds. 4 shorter bonds. So again it is the distortion. Means there are 2 possible distortion. Distortion along the z-axis or distortion along the xy axis. It depends on the electronic configuration. If the molecule, the complex or metal ion has this condition, that time this type of distortion is observed. If molecule has this type of distortion, electronic configuration, this second type of distortion is observed. So either the z-axis comes inside, there is a compressed or elongate. When compressed, if in that case means xy is elongate, z is compressed. Here z is elongate, xy is compressed. So these two are irregular geometries and we call it distortion in octahedral. Distortion in octahedral and the effect is John-Taylor distortion. त्याच इफेक्टला म्हणतात जॉन-टेलर डिस्टॉर्शन. इथपर्यंत समजलं असेल. So next, okay, so we have 2 electronic configuration, 2 cases we already discussed in which case which type of distortion is happen. So we consider, so we are going to discuss about the energy. Once there is a distortion, the energy of orbital also change. The energy is not remain same. So energy also split. So how these energies are split? So consider the first condition. In first condition, there is a less number of electrons in dz square. That means this orbital is less repelled. If it is less repelled, means z axis bond goes inside, okay, and dx square y square having more number of electron means it is more repelled, so it rises their energy. So dx square y square is higher in energy, while dz square is in a lower energy, right? So here this having more number of electrons and this having less number of electron, that means it is less repelled as compared to this one. So this has lower in energy, this is higher in energy between the ligand and orbital. So here dx square y square having lower energy, dz square having higher energy, okay, due to repulsion. So that means here more interactions with ligand, here less interactions with ligand, and there is a vice versa in second case. आता मला सांगा की मी असं होईल की याची एनर्जी जास्त आहे आणि याची एनर्जी कमी आहे. सो इट हॅज मोर एनर्जी, इट हॅज लेस एनर्जी. So when distortion is happen, the distortion happen in such way that the higher energy orbital break or destroy the degeneracy, destroy the symmetry, and it lower the energy of the system, because before that it is an unstable condition. Due to this, so this distortion try to stabilize the molecule. म्हणजे distortion होते म्हणजे ते का होते? Before distortion, due to unsymmetrical electronic configuration, in both cases there is a instability. So to make a stability, there is a distortion is possible, distortion is happen. So distortion होत झालं कशासाठी? तर स्टॅबिलिटी साठी. तर स्टॅबिलिटी मिळवायची असेल तर कशी मिळणार आहे? जी ऑर्बिटलची एनर्जी जास्त होती, the orbital which having the higher energy, it distort the bond, distortion of the geometry till किती पर्यंत? ही हायर एनर्जी ज्याची आहे त्याची एनर्जी, ज्याची लोअर एनर्जी आहे त्याच्यापेक्षा कमी होत नाही तोपर्यंत. मीन्स the distortion is proceed till the higher energy orbital becomes the lower energy as compared to other orbital till distortion is happen. मग ह्या केसमध्ये काय झाले बघा की हे दोन बॉन्ड शॉर्ट्स आहेत आणि हे दोन बॉन्ड्स लॉंगर आहेत, राईट. सो हे डिस्टॉर्शन झालं. इथं काय झालंय की हे दोन बॉन्ड्स, हे चार बॉन्ड शॉर्टर आहेत आणि हे बॉन्ड्स लार्जर आहेत. ओके, हे तुम्हाला समजलेलं आहे. सो हिअर द झेड ॲक्सिस गोज इनसाइड, झेड ॲक्सिस गोज आउटसाइड. हे दोन कंडिशन लक्षात ठेवा, इनसाइड अँड आउटसाइड. आता बघा ह्या कंडिशनमध्ये एनर्जी कोणाची जास्त होती, डी एक्स स्क्वेअर वाय स्क्वेअर आणि ॲज कम्पेअर टू डी झेड स्क्वेअर. ही एनर्जी अशीच राहणार का, नाही. याच्यामुळेच तर डिस्टॉर्शन झालं. डिस्टॉर्शन कोणामुळे झालं, तर ह्या अनइक्वल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिस्ट्रीब्युशनमुळे. आता याच्यामुळे डिस्टॉर्शन होतंय ह्या पद्धतीचं, म्हणजे हे बॉन्ड्स काय होत आहे, इलॉंगेट होत आहे. हे बॉन्ड्स काय होत आहे, इलॉंगेट होत आहे. ते किती इलॉंगेट होतील की यांची एनर्जी, ह्या दोघांची एनर्जी याच्यापेक्षा कमी व्हायला पाहिजे, याच्यापेक्षा कमी व्हायला पाहिजे. म्हणजेच या कंडिशनमध्ये ज्या दोन इजी ऑर्बिटल्स आहेत, त्यांचं फर्दर स्प्लिटिंग होईल टू सेट्समध्ये. फर्दर स्प्लिटिंग इंटू टू सेट्स. इजीचं फर्दर स्प्लिटिंग होईल टू सेट्समध्ये. विच हॅज हायर एनर्जी, एक्स वाय स्क्वेअर इज हायर एनर्जी, डी झेड स्क्वेअर